Welcome to Good Morning KU. I'm Jenna.
And I'm Claire.
Claire, this weather has been pretty crazy right now. What do you think about it?
Definitely not a fan. Makes me want to go to Florida. But,
For sure.
Bearing with it.
Definitely. And so tell us a little bit about yourself, major, year, you're graduating, things like that.
Well, I'm from Olathe, Kansas. My major is news and information with a concentration in sports media. And this is my first semester on campus at KU, and I'm loving it so far.
That's awesome. I'm also kind of concentrating on the same thing a little bit, communications major with a minor in journalism. We want to do something geared towards sports broadcasting. So that's kind of what I'm working on right now.
Oh, okay, cool. And where are you from?
Texas. What about you?
I'm from Olathe.
Yes. Awesome. So any new projects going on for you so far this semester?
So far, not really. Just taking pictures and just dealing with being online and stuff like that.
Awesome.
Yeah. How about you? Any classes you're?
I am in a lot of courses this semester, but specifically one of my favorites is my 620 course right now.
Okay.
We're doing a lot of projects, reporting and projects like that. So.
What's your favorite project you're doing right now?
Recently, I did an interview with the Lawrence High School football coach, Clint Bowen. So that was pretty awesome to kind of get him to talk and do a coverage on him and that.
Okay, cool. Well, should we take a look at your package?
Yes. Oh, definitely, yes.
Clint Bowen is a familiar name to the city of Lawrence. The former KU football assistant coach and player will be making a return to Lawrence after serving as the defensive coordinator for North Texas.
Lawrence High School is where it all began for Coach Bowen.
Upon graduating in 1990, he went on to play as defensive back for the Jayhawks, with 114 tackles during his second season. With an extensive experience at the college level, Coach Bowen says that he is preparing for that transition to working with high school level athletes.
I would like to think I'm not going to have to tone it down a little bit, but probably going to have to tone it down. They're younger kids and not, I'm used to coaching guys who are probably, between 18 and, 24 years old. I'm going to have to learn to be a little bit more patient with the skill level and the development of some kids, but I'm looking forward to that,
Lawrence High School is known for winning many state championships. Bowen says that his goal is to lead the team to many more. Looking beyond his valuable credentials, Bowen also aims to make a more personal impact for the remainder of his coaching career.
It just kind of hit me one day, especially with a lot of things going on, like what's going to be your legacy? What am I really doing? And so it hit me that going back to my high school, going back to the community that I grew up in, that I just felt like I could have a great opportunity to impact more lives.
Coach Bowen will start his career at the high school in fall of 2021. In Lawrence, Kansas, with KUJH News, Jenna Wilson.
Alrighty, well, that was really awesome. Clint sounds like a really cool guy.
Yes, he is. Very humble man. One of the best parts about the interview is that he kind of talked to me about how he's made a lot of money throughout his career and coached a lot of amazing athletes, but at the end of the day, he kind of wanted to give back to his community, which is why he's coming back to Lawrence High School.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Alrighty, well, now we'll go into a short break.
You may not hear it at first, but it's there. Our chant, rising. On this summit, callings converge, voices unify into a chorus that sounds out for good, for greatness. Can you hear it?
Hello and welcome back. My name's Miranda and I'm here with Jessica Joseph, who is actually the producer for the Monday Good Evening KU show. But I know that you helped with the show during the pandemic. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so it was definitely different with everything with the pandemic. We had to interview our guests over Zoom, so we had to deal with technical difficulties and all of that sort of stuff. So it's definitely an adjustment.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've only run helped with one of the shows during normal time, so I've never had to do interviews or anything like that over Zoom. So we're here in the new facility. I know you've only had shows in this new facility. Can you tell me about that?
Yeah, it's definitely nice, real big layout. It's really cool being the one of the first classes to be in the new renovated studio, so that was nice, yeah.
Gotcha. I know the excitement of my class as we came in and saw the new facility. It used to be down in Anschutz Library, so definitely excited to get to be up here in the new facility and try it out. What were your jobs on the old show? I know you're a producer now, but what were your jobs for the old one?
Yeah, a little bit of everything, both behind the camera and in front, teleprompter, hosting, interviewing. I got a little mix of everything, yeah.
Gotcha. Same here. I know with my first show, I was super nervous to be on camera, and running the teleprompter was surprisingly more difficult than I thought it would be, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited for you to get to use this new facility and be up here, and I'll be producing the show as well. So that's all we have for today, but we're going to take a short break.
For students searching for a way to stay active in an outdoorsy way, the City of Lawrence has bike trails running in every direction, and with the new bike share program, we can stay in shape as we tour the sights of our beautiful city. Clinton Lake is only a short 30-minute bike ride away from Daisy Hill and has the most incredible sunset location in all of Lawrence. Walking campus may give you the KU calves, but biking can give you the KU thighs. Bike Lawrence today.
Good morning. My name is Wesley Cudney, and for the next 12 weeks, I'll be asking for 5 minutes of your time to bring to light different issues on campus that I believe do not get enough attention. More importantly, I will be explaining why I think you should care. But before we start, I would like to introduce myself, and while I am by no means an important person, the issues I would like to highlight are very important. This means that I must be transparent about my experiences, biases, and where I come from on these issues. In my final semester of high school, I was homeless, and making it to KU was a long shot. Luckily, I was able to get my foot in the door thanks to the low cost of Oliver Hall, and it was luck. I was one of the last students to enjoy the privilege of Oliver Hall, and it was a privilege that let me get a college education and let me be here today. A privilege no one else will be able to enjoy. Oliver's closure had little fanfare and motivated me for the past year and a half while I was the president of Against Rising Tuition. And most importantly, most recently, we pressured Student Senate into passing a funding bill to lower the cost of food for students in isolation at Naismith, which sadly has expired this semester. I had to leave Against Rising Tuition so I could enroll in Journalism 551, which lets me write for the University Daily Kansan. Sadly, however, I'm not allowed to cover the issues I found important before I reached that class in my curriculum. But I'm not here to pitch solutions, but rather issues. Issues I think should be in a broader conversation today, which I hope you'll join me for next week, where we will discuss our first issue, the impending constitutional rewrite for a student government. Next, we're going to take a short break and be back with Gabe and Ben for the news.
Have a nice day. You too. Have a great day. Thanks. You too.
Make someone's day. Pay it forward.
Good morning, I'm Gabe.
And I'm Ben, and this is your Thursday Good Morning KU. The United States has faced a brutal winter storm over the past week, and many Texans are still without power. Governor Greg Abbott says that every source of power Texas has been compromised. Emergency services have not been able to keep up with the demand, and pipes continue to freeze across the state. More snow and ice are expected to hit the south and east in the coming days.
The University of Kansas Housing has raised the restriction for members in campus housing. Residents may now bring visitors from other campus housing into their dorms, apartments, and scholarship halls. KU Housing says that they lifted the visitor restriction because instances of COVID-19 have been infrequent. KU Housing informed its residents of the policy change via email on Wednesday.
Earlier this week, KU issued a 10-day public health warnings against 5 fraternities for violating school and county health regulations. According to an email from the Vice Provost for Student Affairs, the bans were issued on Friday to members of the Delta Tau Delta, Chi Delta Theta, Chi Kappa Psi, Sigma Chi, and Sigma Phi Epsilon organizations. Recent social activities hosted by students were cited as the reason for the 2-week bans from campus.
Once again, the U.S. Senate voted to acquit former President Donald Trump of impeachment. Trump had been charged with inciting the deadly insurrection at the Capitol on January 6th. Although 7 Republican senators crossed the party lines, the vote fell far short of 2/3 majority and needed to convict. After the verdict, Trump said that the party members who supported him stood proudly for the Constitution.
In sports, KU men's basketball defeated Kansas State yesterday 59-41 in the Sunflower Showdown. Marcus Garrett topped the scoring charge for the game with 14 points. Following close behind was Jalen Wilson, who finished with 11 points. This is the fourth straight win for the Jayhawks, who are currently ranked number 23 after falling out of the rankings earlier in the season. Earlier in the week, head coach Bill Self discussed keeping momentum through the final stretch of the season.
You know, we got 3 ranked teams and our in-state rival left on the road. So that's right there should be motivation that we could, 4 games that guys should be excited to play without question. So I would say just keep building off what we've done. It'd be nice to have as much momentum as we can going into the Big 12 tournament and postseason. But
This team was not so lucky, falling 84-82 to Iowa State in Allen Fieldhouse. Mia Vuksic led the team with 24 points, shooting only 3-pointers and finishing 8 for 14. The Jayhawks are now 7-12 overall and just 3-10 in the Big 12 Conference. KU has 2 regular season games remaining, at Texas Tech on Saturday and then at home against Texas on February 24th.
And finally, former Jayhawk Bryce Hoppel broke the American record in the 1,000 meters on Saturday at the New Balance Indoor Grand Prix in Boston. Hoppel's time of 22:16:27 is the fastest in the world so far this season.
He ran 21 consecutive races back in 2019 without a loss until he turned pro.
Wow.
And this is a confident way to start 2021 as Bryce Hoppel takes it.
And that's going to do it for today's news update. Jade will be here next week with a complete weather forecast, but all you need to know today is that it's still cold. Have a great day, Jayhawks.